GimKit. GimKit is like Kahoot, so it's a review game, but there's just a lot more game options, and it also doesn't time the students to answer questions like Kahoot does, so it differentiates the review experience for students. So if you go to gimkit.com, you can sign up for a free account. I do have a paid account, so I just have some more options. I have more what they call kits. So when you open up, if you have a kit made, it'll show up here. And this is like your question banks. But you can assign these to students. You can link it to Google Classroom. I just put the link in Canvas and students access it that way really easily. If I want to create a new kit, so I do need to do that today. Let's say we're starting forensic science and applied science, so I want to start a new kit for that. So I just go next, I just pick a picture. I can create one of these very easily using flashcards. So what I will do is I will import flashcards from my Quizlet account. So I already have a specialties in forensic science Quizlet set. So I'm just going to go to the three dots here, and I'm going to export my words. So I just copy, go back over to my GimKit, and I just paste it in there and hit create. And then now I have all of the vocabulary in there as a question. What I also like to do when I do this is I just go back to create with flashcards, paste them in again, and then I flip the term and the definition. So now it'll give them a definition, and then they have to pick from a term instead of having a term and then picking from the definition. I feel like this is just a really easy way for students to review vocabulary, but I can also add questions. So when I go back into edit, I can just add any multiple choice question that I want, so I can change the level of thinking, make harder questions. You can add pictures, you can add audio. You can also do text input questions where you ask a question, they have to type the answer. So just to add a little bit of variety to your questions. One thing that's also really nice is I can go add from question bank. So if my topic is forensic science, these are different GimKits that other people have created, and I can look at their questions and it'll tell me what they have as the right answer. And if I really like the least common fingerprint pattern, I'm going to add that to my set. So I can borrow questions from other kits that are already created. If I want to, I can also just go borrow an entire kit from someone else, just like you can with GimKit. If you have questions in the form of a spreadsheet, you can import them that way. But the nice thing about this is when I go to play one, I have more than one type of game option. So there's all these different options where it takes your questions and puts them into different types of games. So that way things don't get too repetitive with kids either. Instead of playing the same Kahoot over and over and over again, I can use the same questions but change the type of game that we play. If you want to see a preview of this, if I click practice, then it shows me what it looks like. So it looks very similar to Kahoot, but this is on the student's screen and it's not timed. So they can take their time to answer the questions. They don't have to rush through it. And then just depending on the game function that you're playing, students don't even know really who's winning unless you project it up on the screen. So it keeps them focused on the questions on their screen. If I want, I can download all the questions that I put in there and export them and use them in a different place. I have not tried putting them into Canvas directly that way, because usually I start from Canvas, then go to Quizlet, and then work backwards. But the students seem to really like this and enjoy it. I know not many teachers are using it according to the kids, so that could be one of the reasons why, but it's just a really good way to review. And if we have 6 minutes left in class, I'll put up I'll go play live, put up the GimKit code, kids will get in, and then we'll play to the end of the class, so we're not wasting any time. They're still reviewing. They think it's fun because it's like a game. But this right here is where I would go to search for anything. There's all sorts of stuff in here. Like I can find all these questions. So it's just another option instead of Kahoot to review with your kids.